So my last video I gave you guys a sped up version of putting these on. These pans are attached through bends in the metal that go over the guards on the sickle bar. So those attach right there, and there is a normal sickle in there. It's just like a draper header, and then after you get the curved pieces over that sickle guard, there's a bolt that goes in the top of that pan that I just put in, and then you literally just have to use your head to hold it there because you need both your hands to like push the bolt down and then screw it on. So it's a little complicated, not complicated, but it's just inconveniently large and kind of heavy, and resting that on your head to put that bolt in can be a pain. So I figured that out. I guess everyone else does it that way, unless Tristan does it. I know Matt uses his head to rest those pans on, but tightening those bolts is kind of a pain in the butt. So there's a bunch of different positions you can put yourself into to tighten those. You hold it up with your shoulder, hold it up with your head. I'm sure there's something you could rest those on. Some people leave the header up higher when they do this, but I got that bolt in, and then this little stabilizer / bar goes in a hole that's at the bottom of that header, and then a hole in the top, so there's like a bolt at the end, and then you bolt it in at the top. I forgot to put the washers on. Don't be like me, because then you have to take everything back off to put it all back on, and it's heavy and inconvenient, and it was definitely a learning curve for me. This isn't something I've ever done before, so I just figured that explanation would help a little bit if we have breakdowns in the field in the future. I'm not sure how often these break down during sunflower harvest, but there you go. So since there's not a lot going on at the shop this weekend, I decided to take a quick little trip to South Dakota to help my friends, not really help my friends, just come see my friends and combine soybeans. I've never combined soybeans before, so this will be a little fun weekend / day. I'm also bringing them dinner because it is 10 o'clock their time and they're still going, so I stopped by a local restaurant and I picked them up some food. So I'm so excited to go see all of them. I got here last night, we cut some beans. They put me in the grain cart. Their grain cart guy is helping fix a combine right now. So, cutting some beans. That's Rory. He's from Ireland. Got his blinky lights going. He's a bit full. In this tractor this morning. I've only driven a couple tractors.
Is it an AG with E?
This is also an 8R, an 8350, I think. A little bit smaller than I'm used to running. I feel kind of cramped. But this grain cart is a right side unloading, so that's exciting. I've never operated one of these. It's a Hallmaster, Elmer's or something. He's ready to go.
Fairly swollen, like.
Oh, it's spilling up the sides.
It's spilling off the sides.
Yeah, it's spilling off the rails.
Did I nice start off?
73,000 pounds.
Right. That's a corn starter.
October already. Today we are headed out on another custom bagging job. Behind me, the sprayers are in the shop because it has been getting cold at night, really cold. So we pull the sprayers into the shop. Right now we're loading bags to go down to that customer, and we'll bring a grain cart and the bagger, and we're doing the same thing we were doing last week, but I didn't video that. I was pretty under the weather, so not a lot got recorded last week. It's a little messed up. You sleepy little boy. Those are not the John Deere parts he needs, but we're waiting on parts. Good thing Matt ordered 2, so next time if he breaks it again, it'll be there. I was gonna show you guys Joel leaving the yard, but his booms fold up so fast that he's already gone. Oh, there he goes. Always chugging away with his Mountain Dew. So lots of other things happened this morning that were not part of the plan, but we got Joel's sprayer temporarily fixed. We got new foam put in the bagger. Bags got picked up for customers, and now we are headed to go to custom bag. But we're not starting this project until Wednesday because that's when it works for the farmer that we're helping out. But since it's such a long ways away, with pretty crappy views, we're routing the equipment over today. Equipment is moved back at the shop. We had a high-speed disc that we were demoing. I'm pretty sure I forgot to take videos of that. And we were gonna unhook that, bring it back to the dealership with the old tractor that I have in previous videos taken all the stuff out of and got ready to bring back to John Deere. So I'm gonna go unhook that disc, hook it back up to the other tractor. So this is what we were demoing. It's a 2680H 45 footer. Notice it has a little bit more flotation to it. Doesn't get stuck as bad in spots that a normal disc would have been stuck. And then those rollers in the back have little like things so it doesn't build up with dirt. So that tractor, the new one, is getting put on that grain cart. We haven't hooked it up yet. This tractor is getting hooked up to that and bringing that back to the dealership. That tractor got brought back to the dealership, and now I am out checking bags because when we were throwing tires on bags, we had to cut a hole in one of them, and I'm going to show you guys what can happen with grain bags. So I brought duct tape out here because the bags are plastic and plastic does tear. It is just a fact of life. Sometimes it's a little too much to just put tape over, so I'm not sure how we need to fix this. I'm assuming put another piece of plastic over it and then tape that, but you can see there's already been water getting in this, so that's not extraordinarily fantastic. But I came out to tape this bag specifically because we cut a hole in it to let the air out. Right over here. It's funny because I was just talking to Cale Carlson about what can happen with bags. This is what happens with bags. It's simply farmer art, as Tristan called it. Okay, but for what I started with, I had to take those tires and pallets off. I'm gonna have to put them back on, but this bag is pretty tight. Oh, look, there's another one. I think, maybe? No, that's not a hole yet. I don't know how good this is gonna do, but hopefully it'll do good enough. also just saw movement. There's a mouse in there. And then you drive over to the other bag in the same field. This one's definitely gonna need some plastic for the big reveal. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 not good. So that is a problem. Oh, that's a big problem. Yeah. So I checked on this last bag. There's also piles of cow poop in here. There's not supposed to be piles of cow poop in here. Ay, 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 there's another hole. I can't drive by them without taping them because it just doesn't sit right with my head. All right, got Matt fuel. Got Joel def for his sprayer. Gonna bring Perry out to his excavator project. And then I'm gonna need fuel. And then I'm gonna go check more bags to see what other bags have holes in them. Because there's a couple of them that have holes that should not have holes. And you just gotta make sure, because you never know when it can happen. And it's better to catch those holes small than when they get big and unrepairable with duct tape, because repairing it with more than duct tape takes more than one person. So this is not winter wheat. This is where all of the wheat got hailed out. So because there was so much hail and so many heads that shattered, all of those heads went all over the place, and we just sprayed this yesterday because we didn't want this growing. But this is the worst spot that we have this much regrowth. While I'm running around assessing bags and waiting on some more tape, here is a sunflower update. This is up to about my chest. Ah, they're pokey! And you can see that the seeds have kind of fallen out of the heads a little bit. And that can be from birds or wind. They're not the sunflowers you eat, they are oil sunflowers, so there is a difference. So here is a bag update. I went and got more tape. This stuff is a little bit more heavy duty, so I'm gonna tape up these smaller holes that I can, and I've been trying to shift all of this wheat off the bag, took the tires off. You can definitely see that there's animal tracks all around the bag. It was muddy, so that's not human feet prints, and there's also cow piles everywhere, so that's lovely. And you can see there's a bunch of moisture in there. This smells disgusting. Yeah, very fun time. Well, you can't see it because it's white tape, but I just went through another roll of tape. Just gonna, there goes spring seeding. Alright, call me delusional, but there's only 2 holes left. I ran out of white tape, and all the other holes are covered without patches. My head hurts. Now it is officially done. So that was just gonna appreciate the wind-blown hair look. That was approximately 4 to 5 hours of taping. That's one of those jobs that makes steaks taste really good. Snack of the day is some Lay's chips, and that's where it landed, so right about perfect. And I always start getting nervous towards what is going on. As always, thanks for watching. Hasta la pasta.